In the globalized world, communication is key. It's the backbone of international business, diplomacy, and even everyday interactions. Without effective communication, misunderstandings can arise, leading to conflicts and missed opportunities. Businesses and organizations need to communicate effectively across languages and cultures. This is especially true in today's interconnected world, where teams are often spread across different continents and time zones. Effective communication ensures that everyone is on the same page, working towards common goals. This is where translation services come in. Professional translators bridge the gap between languages, making sure that messages are accurately conveyed. They play a crucial role in ensuring that businesses can operate smoothly across borders. But how can you be sure that you're getting high-quality translations? With so many translation services available, it can be challenging to determine which ones are reliable and which ones might fall short. Quality is paramount, as even a small error can lead to significant misunderstandings. The answer is ISO standards. These standards provide a benchmark for quality, ensuring that translation services meet specific criteria. When a translation service is ISO certified, you can be confident that they adhere to internationally recognized best practices. ISO stands for the International Organization for Standardization. This independent, non-governmental organization develops standards to ensure the quality, safety, and efficiency of products, services, and systems. Their standards are recognized and respected worldwide. This organization develops international standards for various industries, including translation services. These standards are created through a consensus process involving experts from around the world. They cover everything from terminology to processes, ensuring that every aspect of translation is addressed. These standards ensure quality, consistency, and transparency in translation processes. They provide guidelines for everything from the qualifications of translators to the methods used for quality control. By following these standards, translation services can ensure that their work is accurate and reliable. Think of ISO standards as a recipe for success. Just as a recipe provides step-by-step instructions to create a delicious dish, ISO standards provide detailed guidelines to ensure high-quality translations. They help translation services deliver consistent results time after time. They provide a clear framework for translation companies to follow, ensuring that they deliver high-quality services that meet international standards. This framework covers every aspect of the translation process, from initial client consultation to final delivery. By adhering to these standards, businesses can build trust with their clients, improve communication, and avoid costly mistakes. Clients can be confident that their translations will be accurate and reliable, helping to build strong, long-term relationships. This guide will introduce you to the key ISO standards for translation services. We'll cover the most important standards, explaining what they mean and how they can be implemented in your organization. We'll explain each standard in simple terms, providing practical examples and implementation tips. Whether you're a translation service provider or a client, you'll find valuable information to help you understand and apply these standards. By the end, you'll have a solid understanding of how these standards can help you achieve excellence in your translation projects. You'll be equipped with the knowledge and tools to ensure that your translations meet the highest standards of quality and reliability. ISO 17100 is the most important standard for translation services. It is a globally recognized benchmark that ensures translation companies adhere to the highest levels of quality and professionalism. It sets out the requirements for all aspects of the translation process, from the initial client consultation to the final delivery of the translated document. This includes everything from the qualifications of translators to the management of translation projects. Translators must have the necessary linguistic and subject matter expertise, while project managers ensure that each project is completed on time and meets the client's specifications. One of the key aspects of ISO 17100 is the requirement for a multi-step translation process. This structured approach helps to minimize errors and ensures that the translation is as accurate as possible. This typically involves translation, editing, and proofreading by different qualified linguists. Each step is crucial in maintaining the integrity and quality of the final product. This ensures that the final translation is accurate, consistent, and of the highest quality. The multi-step process allows for multiple checks and balances, catching any potential issues before the document is finalized. Another important aspect of ISO 17100 is the focus on client communication. Effective communication with clients is essential for understanding their specific needs and expectations. The standard emphasizes the importance of understanding the client's needs and expectations. This includes gathering detailed information about the target audience, the purpose of the translation, and any specific terminology requirements. This includes things like the target audience, the purpose of the translation, and any specific terminology requirements. By thoroughly understanding these elements, translators can produce work that is not only accurate, but also culturally and contextually appropriate. By adhering to ISO 17100, translation companies can demonstrate their commitment to quality and professionalism. This certification is a mark of excellence that sets them apart in a competitive industry. This gives clients the confidence that their translations will be handled with care and attention to detail. Knowing that a company follows ISO 17100 standards provides peace of mind that the final product will meet or exceed their expectations. Machine translation, or MT, is becoming increasingly popular. However, Montana output often requires human intervention to ensure accuracy and fluency. This is where ISO 18587 comes in. This standard specifically addresses the post-editing of machine translation output. It provides guidelines for different levels of post-editing depending on the intended use of the translation. For example, a translation that will be used for internal purposes may only require light post-editing to ensure basic comprehension. On the other hand, a translation that will be published or used for marketing purposes will require full post-editing to ensure accuracy, fluency, and cultural appropriateness. ISO 18587 helps to ensure that post-edited machine translations meet the same high standards as human translations. This is essential for maintaining quality and consistency in translation projects. Section 4. ISO 9001. Building a solid foundation with quality management. ISO 9001 is a general quality management standard that can be applied to any industry, including translation services. It provides a framework for establishing a quality management system, or QMS. A QMS helps organizations to consistently meet customer requirements and enhance customer satisfaction. It involves identifying and documenting processes, setting objectives, measuring performance, and continuously improving the system. For translation companies, ISO 9001 can help to streamline processes, reduce errors, and improve efficiency. It can also enhance client confidence by demonstrating a commitment to quality. By implementing ISO 9001, translation companies can create a culture of quality that permeates all aspects of their operations. Section 5 ISO 11669, speaking the same language in translation projects. In the world of translation, clear and effective communication is not just a goal, but a necessity. When multiple parties are involved, from clients to translators to project managers, ensuring everyone is on the same page can be a complex task. Clear communication is essential for successful translation projects. Misunderstandings can lead to errors, delays, and increased costs. Therefore, having a standardized approach to managing translation projects is crucial. ISO 11669 provides guidelines for the presentation of translation projects. This international standard is designed to help all stakeholders understand their roles and responsibilities clearly. This standard covers aspects such as file formats, character encoding, and project documentation. By adhering to these guidelines, translation projects can be more streamlined and efficient. It helps to ensure that all parties involved in a translation project are working with the same information and using the same terminology. For example, using a shared glossary or terminology database can prevent inconsistencies in the translated content. ISO 11669 recommends using standard file formats that are compatible with different translation software programs. This compatibility is vital for seamless collaboration and reduces the risk of technical issues. It also provides guidelines for naming files and folders in a clear and consistent manner. Proper naming conventions help in organizing and retrieving files quickly, which is especially important in large projects. By following ISO 11669, translation companies can reduce the risk of errors, misunderstandings, and delays. This standard acts as a roadmap, guiding the project from inception to completion. It promotes efficient communication and collaboration between clients and linguists. Ultimately, adhering to ISO 11669 ensures that translation projects are completed on time, within budget, and to the highest quality standards. Section 6, ISO 5060. The importance of clear and consistent terminology. Terminology management is crucial for maintaining accuracy and consistency in translation projects. ISO 5060 provides guidelines for terminology work and terminology administration. This standard covers aspects such as identifying and defining terms, creating and maintaining terminology databases, and using terminology management tools. For example, ISO 5060 recommends establishing a glossary of key terms at the beginning of a translation project. This glossary should be shared with all linguists involved to ensure that they are using the same terminology. By following ISO 5060, translation companies can improve the quality and consistency of their translations. It also helps to reduce costs and turnaround times by avoiding rework and inconsistencies.